Hello and welcome to week 3 of the We're Still Dancing video challenge. We've been really excited to see many of you posting your videos of yourselves doing the exercise, so keep it up. Today we're going to work on a different type of muscle memory to help with a very common element of dance called rise and fall. Now right away most people are going to think rise and fall means we're working on smooth. That's not entirely true. Actually, there are several rhythm dances that use a form of rise and fall. Bolero is one, samba is another. So what we're going to work on today is going to help you with any dance that has any sort of a level change. Now most curriculums define rise and fall in a very similar way. I'm not here today to teach you the technique of rise and fall for any one particular dance, but rather my goal is to create muscle memory to help you perform rise and fall, whatever the dance is, better. The definition of rise and fall in all dances is very similar. Let's take waltz for instance. The definition for rise and fall in waltz is as follows. Commence to rise at the end of step 1, continue to rise through steps 2 and 3, lowering at the end of 3. It's that lowering at the end of 3 that I want to focus on. A controlled lowering is the hardest part of any rise and fall action. It requires muscle movements that are not common to our everyday life. So let's break down what that means. The last part of the definition says lower at the end of 3. Now we have to decide where is the end of 3. Well, the definition of the end of a step would be as follows. A step is complete after all the weight is transferred from one foot to the other foot. So let me demonstrate. I'm going to take a step forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. I'm going to take a step forward. And I'm going to take a step forward on my left foot. So in order to do that, I have to start with all of my weight on my right foot. Left foot is completely free. I'm going to do this kind of in slow motion. As I step forward, my weight will slowly transfer from my back foot to the forward foot. So throughout the movement, my weight is distributed some way between the 2 feet. The definition of a step says it is not complete until all of my weight is over the moving foot, which is now the new supporting foot, and my back foot is completely free. That's when a step is complete. So now, if we think about the definition that said lower at the end of 3. Well, the end of a step means that all of your weight is on that foot. So that means we cannot lower until we have all of our weight on the supporting foot, and then we can lower, not before. Now what most people do is some version of lowering halfway through or just falling onto a flat foot. So what we're going to do today is an exercise that will be designed to create muscle memory in the legs that will help us to control that lowering action. All right, so to do this exercise, you're going to need somewhere to place your hands to hold balance. I'm demonstrating with chairs. You can use the back of chairs. I've put 2 chairs together here. If that's possible, that would be best because the exercise is going to move from side to side and you want to make sure that you have a place to put your hands no matter where you're at from side to side. Other options would be to use a countertop in your kitchen or an island or really anywhere that you can place your hands. A little bit higher is better. If it's a very low chair and it causes you to bend forward, that's not going to work. So find some place where you can comfortably place your hands to help you to hold balance. Now, I am going to be using the ballet bar, so I'm going to remove these chairs. And I'm going to go behind the ballet bar to explain the exercise, and then I'm going to come to the other side and do it with my back turned to you, so that you can see what my feet are doing from the back side. So here's the exercise. We're going to just be doing a side step to the left, and then a side step to the right. And we're going to do it with rise and fall, breaking it down. So I want you to start with all of your weight on your right foot. Your left foot is completely free. Your hands are on the ballet bar. Use the bar as much as you need to, or your chairs, in the beginning. The goal will be, as you strengthen, to utilize this less and less and less, and finally to do it without hanging on to a bar at all. So with all of your weight on your right foot, your left foot is completely free. And what I want you to do is lift it off the ground. I don't want the left foot touching the ground at all. You're going to rise up onto the toe of the right foot as high as you can go. That's your height. Now, staying at that height, and use the ballet bar to do it, you're going to step to the left, still staying in the rise position. Transfer all of your weight to that left foot, holding the ballet bar for balance, and then release the other foot, your right foot, staying in the rise position, and then we lower. That's what this exercise is all about, this part right here. Being in rise position and slowly lowering through. And now we're going to repeat and go back in the other direction. So with this foot still off the ground, I'm going to rise up, step across, release, I'm still in rise, then lower, rise up, step across, release, then lower, and just repeat that over and over and over again. So I'm going to do this now for 1 minute, and I'm going to come to the other side of the ballet bar so that you can see my heels when they lower and how they lower. All right, so here we go. Watching from behind, I want you to try to pay attention to my heels. All of my weight is going to start on my left foot, and I'm going to go to the right and then to the left, and we're going to do this for a full minute. All right, here we go. Ready? And rise up, step across, release, and lower. 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 And that should be a full minute. Rise up, step across, release, and lower. 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 So, if you've done that exercise with me, you're probably feeling it in your calf muscles and maybe a little bit in your thigh muscles as well. If you haven't done it yet, get ready. It is going to burn just a little bit. Now, just like all of the other exercises that I have given you, what you do with this exercise is to do it for 1 to 2 minutes a day, 3 to 4 days a week, and that's it. Don't focus on it too much. 1 to 2 minutes a day, 3 to 4 days a week, and in no time, that's going to become muscle memory, and it will make your rise and fall look so much better. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.